We are here to make people feel good about themselves. We really have to feel like we are a day maker for the guest. You've made my day. How great is that when you hear those words from your guest?
Welcome to the Daymakers Podcast. I'm your host, Daved Dolce, and I am here and have the privilege to be with some of my fellow graduates from our Future Leadership Program and my friends at Tricoci University. Welcome, ladies.
Hello. Hi, David.
Hi. So the first thing I need you to do is just tell us who you are and what you do for our company. I'm going to start over here with Krissy.
Hi, my name is Krissy Crandell. I am the manager of high school recruiting and community outreach here at Tricoci. So working with high schoolers and teaching them all about what we do here.
Okay, Stephanie.
I'm Stephanie Jones, and I am the campus director for our Peoria location.
And last but not least.
Hi, I'm Marilyn Flores, and I'm our community and social engagement manager. So I handle our social media at Tricoci.
Awesome. And you guys all have very important roles, but we didn't get to where we are today, myself included, by just chilling, right? We're fortunate to work for a company that really supports us in our growth. They see potential in us and, want us to fly, which is awesome. I've had jobs before where they don't want me to fly because I'm great at this. And if they lose me, oh my God, what are they going to do? I mean, that was like kind of previous leadership that we had before. So when we brought on new leadership, brought on new opportunities for all of us. So what was the biggest thing, Krissy, that you learned about yourself in the Future Leadership Program?
I don't know. I think I really just learned about my potential. We really take the time to dive in. I mean, it's been a while since I've done the program. It's been, 4 years, 5 years. I don't know. I don't remember at this point. But we really dive into different things like what our strengths are, our weaknesses. We get to learn from others and things like that. So really just seeing and tapping into what my potential was as a leader and just really learning from others too and expanding there. So, yeah.
What about you, Stephanie?
I think I learned I knew way more than I thought I did.
Okay.
And they give you the confidence to keep moving and moving on and moving up. And, it was so nice to connect with the leaders of the company and get to know them as people and see what they actually see in you that you don't see in yourself. So
100%.
I think that was great.
The exposure is great. I thought this was going to be about learning on how to do a spreadsheet or something, and it dives so much deeper, right, Marilyn?
Definitely. I mean, you learn the whole company in and out, which was like my favorite part of it, especially because I started in our call center, which is like, we work from home, we don't get to always see everybody in the call center. So sometimes you're just, you have someone's phone number in front of you, you're calling it, but you don't know how it got there. You don't know where the student came from.
Yeah.
You don't know any of that. And then, you go into the program, they teach you the marketing part of it, the admissions part of it, the financial aid part of it, and then it just gives you, as an employee, a way better understanding of what we're doing here.
What people do, because when you're in different roles, even like as a teacher, admissions, what's going on with admissions with my class, then I'm in admissions, and I'm like, this is what's going on with admissions, like we're bringing you quality students into your class. And then as a campus director, I have such a better appreciation of what financial aid do, because in admissions, it's like, why aren't they funding my students? Do you know what I mean? So as you grow and grow, you learn more, but being an FLP and having the opportunity to learn that right from the gate, I think you get a lot more respect for the people you work with and just all that good stuff. Stephanie, what did it feel like for you when you found out you were even nominated for the program?
I was so excited because I knew I wanted to grow and I wasn't sure where I wanted to grow into yet at that time. So it was an honor to know that somebody noticed what you were doing.
Yes,
So true.
that's huge.
Yeah.
That is big. Krissy, were you in my program with me? So
Yep.
we were in the first one
I know.
ever.
We trained together and did FLP together.
That's the cool part. I met Krissy her first day with
Yeah.
the company because it was my first day as a mission. So we got to train each other and just watch each other grow from that. It's cool. I mean, even Marilyn, you were even a student.
I sat with Marilyn during training.
That's
Yep, I
right.
did. That's where I met Marilyn.
That's just crazy.
I know. Look at us now.
It's nuts. What was the interview process like for you, Marilyn?
It was nerve-wracking. I actually will never forget. I thought I bombed it. I really did. So it was on Zoom, but it's like all the leaders and they're all looking right at you and they're asking questions. And they asked me a question like to name a scenario. I don't even remember, but I didn't have an answer. And I was like, can I take a moment and think about that? And they're like, sure. And I'm like, okay. And then I thought of something, I said it, and then at the end I was like, I blew it. And I blew it. But then they were like, actually, you did really good, and we're glad you thought about it. So that made me feel great. So yeah, but it's a little intimidating.
It
at
is.
first.
That's why I asked that question. Because
Yeah.
like you're on a Zoom interview with like all the big people in the company. It's like 5 interviews at one
Literally.
time. I'm like, wait, what is going on? This is crazy. It's evolved so much since me and Krissy
No,
first did it.
I know.
Yeah.
And it's such, oh my God, they're so lucky at what all they get to do. Like, I think you guys are in the new program
Absolutely.
too. And
They do like projects and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah. It's been really cool to see it
yeah.
evolve.
Do that
Yeah.
end project.
cool.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
I have a sneak peek on what the project's going to be this next time, but can't say nothing. Yeah, no, Joy will kill me. So do you guys think having that exposure to the CEO of the company, the financial officer, Larry, all these people that really helped shape your career with the company?
Oh, 100%. I
would
know
agree.
I don't know, they still do this where you shadow at the end, you get to pick somebody in the
That's
company.
right.
I
Yeah.
thought that was really, really cool because I picked somebody that I didn't work with on a regular basis. So at the
Smart.
time it was Joy. So I came up and shadowed Joy for the day, and just the exposure with them and getting to know them on a different level than just executive leadership,
Yeah.
really was a great experience. And, now we all have relationships with them. And,
Yeah.
I know that like if I have a question or need support, like we're fully supported by all of them, and they'll do what they need to do to support us.
Yeah, we could pick up the phone and call
Yeah,
any
for
of
sure.
them if we had a question or a concern or
Absolutely.
and it's
That's
not
huge.
it's not
Yeah.
a bother, it's not a huge issue, and it's so nice to have that support.
I can call the CEO. I could call Nate on a Friday night, and Nate's going to answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And say, what's going on? What do you need?
And they
You
all
know?
care so
Yeah.
much. They're
Yeah.
just as passionate as like you are with your job, which makes you feel
100%.
like you're in the
Yeah.
right place.
Yeah.
And I think that's for all of our employees, not just
Literally.
FLP
Right.
people too. I feel like everybody has a level, or at least feels, like they have somebody in upper management or executive leadership that they can reach out to for support, which is, I think, amazing.
Yeah,
So,
I don't think there's a lot of companies out there like that.
yeah.
And we're lucky enough to have
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
Literally.
There's not. And speaking of that, this is a great piggyback question. We were recognized as one of the top employers to work for by the Tribune in Chicago. What does that mean to you?
Crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So amazing.
Isn't
Yeah.
it nuts?
I know. It is crazy. I tell people all the time, I'm like, because so many people go into careers that they don't enjoy. It's a job to them every single day. And people ask me, like, what do you do? And I'm like, well, first, that's a loaded question. But secondly, that's a very loaded question. I'm like, but secondly, I get to have fun with what I do. I genuinely have fun with what I do. And working, Nate has always said, he wants to make this an employer of choice, somewhere where people want to work. And like, I genuinely want to be here. Like, I love showing up for my job every
Yep.
day.
Yeah.
And I feel like all of us probably feel that way.
Well, and yeah, we wouldn't have been here all week this week
Yeah.
if we didn't love what we
Totally.
do.
It's so
Like,
true.
You know.
It shows
And
a
I don't
lot.
think I've ever said that I love my job. But I
Right.
love my job.
I love my job
Yes.
too. I do too. I truly love what I do.
It
It's
is.
fun.
What advice do you have for any future leadership program participants that might be listening to this podcast? They're like, oh my God, I'm being interviewed by all these people at the same time. What advice do you have for them for their interview process?
Speak from your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
let
that's
them
great
know who you
advice.
truly are and speak from your heart.
Yeah. I think that's
beautiful.
really authentic.
Exactly.
Yeah, authentic.
Also, just like confidently move into it. If you feel like
Yeah.
you're not where you're supposed to be or you don't know anything, like that's the point of the program. Just
Yeah.
go in open-minded and you'll learn a lot.
Yeah.
It's not about perfection.
It really isn't.
No, not at all.
No.
I tell people all the time, I did not get here by doing my job perfect by no
We all have a
means.
story.
Exactly.
When I was
all
like,
have a
oh, I
story."
messed up. Sorry.
If you only knew.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We'll grow.
For sure.
We grow. So we like to ask a question at the end of our podcast. What does being a daymaker mean to you?
Oh my gosh. I think one of the best things about my job is that I get to expose our youth, so our high school students. I oversee our high school program here, and getting to expose all of them to all of the amazing things that the beauty industry has to offer. This isn't just a behind the chair business, or just cutting hair or just doing facials or things like that. Look at all of us, we're perfect
Yes.
examples of that, and
Yes.
none of us probably went into beauty school thinking that we would be sitting on a podcast one day talking about,
Or hosting one.
at a beauty school that, and I'm an alumni from here. So I think that that's one of the greatest things that I get to do is really just expose them to all the different facets of this industry. And it's just truly rewarding.
I love it. Stephanie.
Yeah. I think that we get to make this industry for anybody.
Yes.
Anybody can do it. It doesn't matter. We get to see all walks of life, all, different kinds of people and all different backgrounds, and, their success stories are what makes the day.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Marilyn, what's it mean to you?
I mean, it just means everything, because when you're helping a potential student, you really are possibly helping them change their entire lives. And that's such a powerful responsibility and job, but I love it and I'm so grateful for it all the time. Coming from talking to them on the phone in the call center to meeting them at events. And sometimes like you as a, person at a beauty school, you're the first person that has encouraged them to go towards their passion.
Yes.
And that's just everything,
Yeah. It
Yep,
really is.
That's
Yeah.
very, very true. I want to thank the three of you so much. I know you've been working hard all day getting us ready for our Beauty Blitz 2025.
So excited.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I meant what I said. I consider you all to be friends, my family, and it means a lot to me. So
Likewise.
thank you.
Thanks, David.
You're welcome.